Hello friends, this is Rasdeep. Welcome to Learning Insight for UGC NET JRF Social Work Paper 2. In this video, we'll discuss community organization, definition, its basic concept, scopes, principles, and models of community organization. And this is our syllabus-based social work NET JRF preparations. And this video helpful for both social work students who are studying in MSW or BSW for their study material concern, and this is unit 4 as per the UGC NET JRF syllabus. So if you are new in this channel, consider for subscribing, and if you like the content, then please do share and like with your friends. So let's start. Okay, community organization. So let's discuss the basic concept of community organization. In the context of social work, a community is defined as a group of people living in a common geographical area, share common interest, and having a sense of belongingness. So, community organization is just carried on within the area of social work, and it is one of the technique of social work. The aim of community organization is developing capacity in the community by making it more organized to handle its own needs or problems. So community organizations in the community is defined as a group of people living together that having the common geographical area, sharing common interest, and having a sense of belongingness, and the main aim is to developing capacity in the community by making it more organized so that they can handle their own problems or need. Okay, it was in 1952 the community development project was launched in India. So this is a very important sentence. In 1952 CDP was launched in India, and with this we find the emerge of new area of community work. So this is the starting of community work. The basic objectives of community development in India was to awaken the rural people of their needs. So community work is mainly for the rural people and rural India, instilling in them a sense of ambition for better life and making them aware of their right and power to find a solution for their problems. So working for the rural people and for the better life and to make aware for their right and to make and to enable or empower them to find their solution. Now next, according to Mukherjee 1961, community development is a movement designed to promote better living for the whole community with the active participation and if possible with the initiative of community. According to him, community development can be divided into two processes. First, that is extension education, and then second one, community organization. So Mukherjee in 1961, he has divided the community development into two processes. So one is extension education, another one is community organizations. So what he mean by the extension education? Extension education was expected to improve the quality of human being by improving his or her knowledge or skills. So extension education is nothing but for the improving the quality of life of the human by promoting or improving his or her knowledge and skills. Now, by community organization, Mukherjee had in mind the setting up of three institutions in the village. So, according to Mukherjee, 1961, the community organization um, he has kept in the mind that it should be set up of three institutions in the village. First, village panchayat, then second, village cooperatives, and then last one is village schools. So community organization according to Mukherjee had three institutions in village. One is village panchayat, village cooperatives, and village school. Now next, definition of community organization. That is the two important definition I have taken for this video or for your NET JRF purpose also. These two definitions is most important. First one is MG Ross 1967. The definition said community organization is a process by which community identify its needs or objectives, give priorities to them, develop confidence and will to work at them, find resources both internal and external to deal with them, and in doing so extend, develop cooperative and collaborative attitudes and practice in the community. So MG Ross tried to define community organization is a process and that help to identify the needs and objectives of the community and give prioritize to them. That means give importance to the utmost need, and then develop confidence and will to work with them. And once there's a willingness to work, then they find the resources, both internal and external available the resources, and in doing so they develop some kind of cooperative and collaborative feelings and attitudes, and then they go for practice in the community. Now next definition that is given by author Dunham, and he defined that community organization for social welfare is the process of bringing about and maintaining adjustment between social welfare needs and social resources. So according to him is a social welfare and the process to bringing and maintaining adjustment between social welfare needs and social resources in a geographical area or a specific field of services. Now moving to the next slide, while studying the concept of community organization according to Ross 1955, he identified three approaches and described these methods very well. First approach is these three approaches again very important for your net JRF concern. First one, that specific content approach, whereby a worker or agency or organization identify problem and launches program to meet them, and this he called as a content specific content approach. And then the general content approach, whereby a group, association or counseling such state social welfare board attempts a coordination and orderly development of services in a particular area, and that he has called is general content approach. Now next, the third approach, that's process approach, whereby the objectives is not in the content, that is facilitate or serve of some kind. So that is called process approach. Now moving to the next slide, the scope of community organization. Community organization is a recent and developing branch of modern social work. Therefore, its scope is not determined. However, the community organization has its scopes in economic upliftment, education, health, road, housing, recreation, cultural development, social services, and community life. So these are the scope of community organization. The important community organization are as follows. So first, it promotes sense of participation among people. So it's a people participation actually. It bring about individual progress toward towards materials and recreation goals. It help in personal acceptance and appreciation of each other. It create an atmosphere of respect for right and interest of the people. It promotes sense of belongingness and neighborhood among the people of the community, and thereby developing a healthy community life. Now next, the most important part of this presentation, that principle of community organization. The principle of community organization in the sense in which the term is used here are the generalized guiding rule for sound practice. So principles are nothing but a guideline or rules for a sound practice. And principles are expression of value judgment. Now, Dunham 1958 has presented statement of 28 suggested principles of community organization. Remember 28 suggested principles. But he again grouped them into 7 headings. So 28 principles suggested by Arthur Dunham in 1958, he again grouped into 7 headings, and these are: first, democratic and social welfare; then second, community root for community development; citizen understanding, support and participation and professional services; then cooperations; then social welfare programs; advocacy, distribution and organization of social welfare services; and prevention. So these are the 7 headings he has made from the 28 suggested principles. Now moving to the next principles, that is principles given by the Indian author Siddiqui in the year 1997, has worked out a set of principles, and he had given the 8 principles are: principle of specific objectives, principle of planning, principle of people participation, principle of intergroup approaches, principle of democratic functioning, principle of flexible organization, principle of optimum utilization of indigenous resources, and then principle of cultural orientation. So these are the important principles given by H.Y. Siddiqui in the year 1997, and these are 8 set of principles, and these are the principle of community organization. Remember, specific objectives: planning, people participation, intergroup approaches, democratic functioning, flexible organization, optimum utilization of indigenous resources means localized resources, and cultural orientation. Now next, the model of community organization. Model is a medium through which a person look at the complex reality. So it's a medium through which a person can look at complex reality. Model is a simplest version of complex situation. Models serve as a reference for work and give us a clear understanding of what would happen. This describes strategies for accomplishing a vision and the appropriate steps to be taken to get there. Some models grow out of the specific ideologies of change, and some in response to concrete situations. So, Jack Ruthman has introduced 3 basic model of community organization. Remember, these are the 3 mostly asked in your NET JRF previous year questions. So this is very important. Jack Ruthman model, and he has given the 3 basic model of community organizations. First one is locality development model, social planning model, then social action model. Now we'll discuss in little briefly about the 3 models, because these 3 are very important. So this model was given in the year 1970, and locality development model uh, talk about a method of working with community organization, and initially used by the settlement house movement. The primary focus was community building and community empowerment. So locality development is primary focus for the community building and community empowerment. Leadership development, mutual aid, popular education were considered essential component in the participatory process. Now, locality development is aimed at meeting the need of target population in identified area. Identified area means neighborhood, then housing block, then tent housing, then schools. Now, next models, that is social planning, a method of working with a large population. The focus is in evaluating welfare needs and existing services in the area, and planning a possible blueprint for a more sufficient delivery of services to the social problem. It is a responsive model to the needs and attitudes of the community. For example, so social planning for the housing, health insurance, affordable education. So these are the methods of working with the large population. Now moving to the once the locality development model, social planning model is done, then moving for the social action model. And these models talk about it's a strategy used by the group or sub communities or even national organization that feels that they have inadequate power and resources to meet their needs. So they confront with the power structure using conflict as a method to solve their issues related to inequalities and deprivations. For example, a structural system change in social policies that brings disparities between the people of different socio-economic conditions in social rights like education policy, employment policy, etc. So it's a social action model is nothing but is a strategy, and that used by the group or subgroups of communities or even the national feelings once they feels that the inadequate power and resources to meet their needs. So they have less power or they feel some the injustice, then only they go for social action. So this is all about what I want to share with you, and if you like the content, then consider for subscribing, and if you like the videos, then please share with your friends, with your uh, batchmates, with your friends, and those who are want to crack the net JRF. So, and if you wish to join the Google Classroom, then you can join my Google Classroom. You will get the description links of the classroom and website in my description box. You can check it out. And thank you. Thanks for watching.